Imagine a warrior, fearless and bold, a figure who stands tall amidst the chaos of battle, his armor gleaming under the sun, his presence commanding respect and fear alike. Imagine him leading armies, even in total darkness, his voice a beacon of hope, guiding his men through the thick fog of war, his strategies as sharp as his blade. This was Jan Žižka, a legend in Czech history. A man whose name would be etched in the annals of time, remembered for his indomitable spirit and unparalleled military genius. Born into a world of knights and castles, he became a symbol of defiance and military brilliance. From the cobblestone streets of his village to the grand halls of medieval fortresses, Žižka's journey was nothing short of extraordinary. Žižka's story is one of courage, innovation, and the fight for religious freedom. He was not just a warrior, he was a visionary, a leader who saw beyond the immediate battles to the larger war for justice and faith. Žižka's name echoes through the ages, a testament to his battlefield prowess. His legacy is carved in stone, his statue standing tall as a reminder of his enduring influence. His tactics were revolutionary, his victories improbable. He transformed the art of war, introducing strategies that baffled his enemies and inspired his allies. But who was this man behind the legend? What drove him to such heights of bravery and innovation? What were the experiences that shaped his indomitable will? How did a one-eyed warrior from a small village rise to challenge the might of empires? His journey from humble beginnings to legendary status is a tale of resilience, determination, and unyielding faith. This is the story of Jan Žižka, the blind warrior who changed the face of warfare. A man who, despite his physical limitations, saw further than most, envisioning a future where freedom and justice prevailed. Jan Žižka was born into a time of change and unrest in Bohemia. The year was around 1360. Europe was in turmoil, and religious tensions were rising. Žižka's family were minor nobles, not wealthy, but respected in their village of Trochnov. Young Jan grew up surrounded by stories of chivalry and battle. He learned to ride, to fight, and to respect the code of knighthood. Life, however, was not all training and tournaments. Tragedy struck early when Žižka lost an eye, forever marking his appearance and shaping his destiny. This loss, however, did not deter him. It fueled his resolve. As Žižka matured, so did his skills as a soldier. He honed his abilities not in grand castles, but on the field of battle. He fought as a mercenary, a soldier for hire, experiencing different fighting styles and learning from seasoned commanders. His travels took him across Europe, from the battlefields of Poland to the crusades against the Ottoman Turks. Each campaign provided invaluable lessons. Žižka observed, adapted, and innovated. He saw the limitations of traditional warfare, the reliance on heavy cavalry charges that were becoming increasingly ineffective. He recognized the potential of disciplined infantry and innovative tactics. Back in Bohemia, a religious revolution was brewing. Jan Hus, a charismatic preacher, challenged the authority of the Catholic Church. His teachings resonated with the common people, who were tired of corruption and oppression. When Hus was burned at the stake for heresy in 1415, outrage swept through Bohemia. Bohemia erupted in revolt. The execution of their beloved reformer ignited a firestorm of anger. The Hussite Wars had begun. This religious conflict would plunge Bohemia into decades of bloody conflict and propel Žižka onto the center stage of history. He answered the call to arms, not as a mercenary seeking fortune, but as a Hussite, a defender of faith. Section 5. Žižka's battlefield genius. Žižka's military genius shone brightly from the outset of the Hussite Wars. His strategic mind was unparalleled, and he quickly became a formidable force on the battlefield. He understood the limitations of his forces, comprised mostly of commoners with little military experience. These were not professional soldiers, but farmers, blacksmiths, and tradesmen who had taken up arms to defend their beliefs and their land. He knew he couldn't match the enemy's numbers or expensive weaponry. His solution was innovation. Žižka's ability to think outside the box allowed him to devise strategies that turned his weaknesses into strengths. He trained his troops rigorously, instilling in them discipline and a sense of purpose. This rigorous training transformed a ragtag group of commoners into a cohesive and effective fighting force. He embraced unconventional tactics and weaponry, turning the tools of the peasantry into instruments of war. Žižka's innovative use of these tools was revolutionary and caught his enemies off guard. Farmers' flails and hammers were transformed into deadly weapons, capable of crushing armor. These simple yet effective weapons became symbols of the Hussite resistance. He recognized the power of gunpowder, a relatively new technology at the time, and incorporated cannons and handguns into his arsenal. This forward-thinking approach gave his forces a significant advantage in battle. One of Žižka's most notable innovations was the use of war wagons. These mobile fortresses were equipped with cannons and manned by soldiers, providing both offensive and defensive capabilities. The war wagons could be arranged in various formations, creating a formidable barrier against enemy cavalry and infantry. Žižka's leadership and tactical brilliance were evident in every battle. He led from the front, inspiring his troops with his courage and determination. His ability to adapt to changing circumstances and exploit the weaknesses of his enemies made him a legendary figure in military history. Žižka's legacy as a military genius endures to this day. His innovative tactics and strategies have been studied and admired by military historians and strategists for centuries. The impact of his leadership during the Hussite Wars is a testament to his extraordinary skill and vision. Section 6. The Wagenburg, a fortress on wheels. One of Žižka's most significant contributions to military history was the Wagenburg, a mobile fortification of wagons. These wagons, chained together, created a formidable defensive barrier. Armed with cannons and muskets, the Wagenburg became a moving fortress, capable of repelling cavalry charges and withstanding artillery bombardment. This innovative tactic proved decisive in numerous battles. The Wagenburg provided Žižka's troops with a mobile and adaptable defense, allowing them to dictate the terms of engagement. It negated the enemy's numerical superiority and gave the Hussites a crucial advantage on the battlefield. Section 7. Triumphs against all odds. Žižka led the Hussite forces to a string of improbable victories. At Sudomir in 1420, his outnumbered troops routed a much larger force of crusaders sent to crush the rebellion. This victory shocked Europe and established Žižka's reputation as a brilliant military commander. Another decisive victory came at the Battle of Vitkov Hill in 1420. Here, against overwhelming odds, Žižka, now completely blind, positioned his Wagenburg on the high ground. The Crusaders, expecting an easy victory, were decimated. Žižka's legend grew with each victory. He became a symbol of Hussite resistance, a fearsome warrior who seemed invincible on the battlefield. Section 8. A legacy forged in battle. Žižka's military genius extended beyond individual battles. He understood the importance of logistics and supply lines. He trained his troops to live off the land, foraging and requisitioning supplies to keep his army mobile and supplied. He also recognized the importance of morale and unity. He inspired his soldiers to fight not just for religious freedom, but for a just and equitable society. He instilled in them a sense of purpose, a belief that they were fighting for a cause greater than themselves. This combination of military innovation and ideological fervor made the Hussite forces nearly unstoppable. Section 9. The Blind Warrior's Enduring Impact. Jan Žižka died in 1424, not on the battlefield, but from the plague, while on campaign. Even in death, his legend continued to inspire awe and fear. His enemies breathed a sigh of relief, finally free from the scourge of the one-eyed devil. Žižka's legacy transcended his lifetime. His tactics, particularly the use of the Wagenburg, influenced military thinking for centuries. His innovations laid the groundwork for the later successes of Swiss pikemen and Gustavus Adolphus's linear tactics. Section 10. Žižka's place in military history. Jan Žižka's place in military history is secured. His name is etched in the annals of time, not just as a warrior, but as a revolutionary force in the art of war. He was more than just a skilled tactician. He was a master of strategy and innovation. Žižka's ability to read the battlefield and anticipate his enemy's moves was unparalleled. He was a visionary leader who adapted to changing circumstances and utilized every tool at his disposal. His ingenuity in using war wagons, a precursor to modern armored vehicles, showcased his forward-thinking approach. He challenged the established norms of warfare, breaking away from traditional methods and employing innovative tactics that baffled his adversaries. Proving that courage, determination, and ingenuity could overcome seemingly insurmountable odds, Žižka led his troops to victory time and again, even when outnumbered and outmatched. He remains a national hero in the Czech Republic, a symbol of resilience and the indomitable spirit of a people fighting for their beliefs. His legacy is celebrated in numerous monuments and annual commemorations. A symbol of resilience and the indomitable spirit of a people fighting for their beliefs, Žižka's story is one of unwavering commitment to his cause. His leadership inspired not just his soldiers but an entire nation. More than that, he stands as a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring human spirit in the face of adversity. His use of unconventional tactics and his ability to inspire his troops made him a formidable opponent. Žižka was and remains a true legend, his name synonymous with bravery and strategic brilliance. His life and achievements continue to be studied by military historians and enthusiasts alike. The blind warrior who saw victory with a clarity few others possess, Žižka's legacy is a beacon of hope and a reminder of the power of human ingenuity and resilience. His story is a testament to the fact that true vision does not require sight, but insight.